Good day to each and everyone. My name is Joshua Samson and our topic for this video is program flow iteration statement. At the end of the session, the student should be able to number 1, discuss the different type of iteration statement. Number 2, demonstrate how to use different iteration cases in solving machine problems. And number 3, design and test different iteration cases. So, dito sa video na ito is i-discuss ko sa inyo kung ano yung iteration statements and yung iba't ibang types nito. At i-demo ko sa inyo kung paano ito ginagawa at gumagana. So, let's start. Before that, ano nga ba yung iteration or looping statement? Ang iteration or looping statement is inuulit-ulit niya yung isang code hanggat hindi niya nami-meet yung isang condition. So, ano nga ba yung iba't ibang types ng iteration statement? Number 1 is the while loop. Number 2, do while loop. And number 3, for loop. Ano nga ba yung while loop? A statement or block of statement that is repeated as long as some condition is satisfied. So, sinasabi dito na yung while loop ay isang block of statement na inuulit hanggang yung isang condition is hindi niya nami-meet. So, i-testing natin kung paano nga ba gumagana yung while loop. So, let's try to apply the while loop statement in a code. So, let's start. Let's initialize integer I is equal to 1. And dito na mapasok si while loop statement. While I is less than or equal to 5, then curly brace, system dot out dot print ln, then your statement, for example ito numbers, tapos tatawagin natin si I, then sa baba I plus plus. So itong si I plus plus, siya yung magko-continuous na magbilang hanggat hindi niya nami-meet si 5. Then sa labas ng curly braces ng while loop is nakalagay system dot out dot print ln loop finish. So, try natin i-run. So, ito. Nagbilang siya ng 1 to 5. Then, nung na-meet niya, yung condition natin dito na I is less than or equal to 5 is nag-finish siya. So, dito naman tayo sa do while loop. Ang do while loop is similar lang siya ng while loop. Yung statement sa loob ng do while loop is ine-execute muna as long as hindi niya nami-meet yung isang condition. So, ano nga ba yung mga coding guidelines? Common sa mga nagpo-program tayo is lagi natin nakakalimutan yung semicolon. Then, dito naman sa do while loop is ganun din. So, make sure natin na kapag end ng while loops is laging may semicolon para ma-terminate yung isang program. So, let's try to apply the do while loop in a program. So, dito, itatry natin kung paano gumagana yung do while loop. So, let's start. So, as initialization ulit, integer I is equal to 1, semicolon. Then, do curly braces, system out print ln numbers. plus I. Then I plus plus. Then while I is less than or equal to 5, lagyan lang natin ng space. Then semicolon. Then system out print ln loop finish. So, try natin siya i-run. So, yan. Halos same lang siya ng while loop. Ang pinagkaiba lang, etong condition na I is less than or equal to 5 is nasa labas siya ng do statement. And kasama siya ng while sa labas ng do loop. So, dito naman tayo sa for loop statement. Yung for loop statement is ina-allow tayo na ulitin yung isang code ng kahit ilan gusto natin. So, ito yung syntax niya or yung loop condition. Tapos meron tayo ditong initialization expression or ini-initialize niya yung loop variable. Then sa loop condition naman is ito yung naglilimit sa value ng for loop. Then sa step expression is ina-update niya yung loop variable. So, let's try na i-apply yung for loop statement sa code. So, dito, i-apply natin yung for loop statement sa program. So, let's start by for integer I is equal to 1, then semicolon, I is less than or equal to 5, and I plus plus. Then, curly braces. Then system out dot print ln numbers plus I. Tatawagin ulit natin yung variable na I. And sa labas ng curly brace ng ating for loop statement is nakalagay ulit na system.out.println loop finish. So lalabas lang si loop finish kapag natapos yung condition na I is less than or equal to 5. So, try nating i-run. So, as you can see, hanggang 5 lang yung condition natin and 5 lang. Then, pagkatapos ma-meet yung 5 and is nag-loop finish siya. So, meron din tayong tinatawag na branching statements. Ano nga ba yung branching statement? It allows us to redirect the flow of the program execution. Java offers 3 branching statements. So, ito yung iba't ibang branching statement. Number 1 is break. It breaks or terminates the loop and transfers the control outside the loop. So, meron tayong dalawang uri ng break. Una dito is unlabeled break statement. Ginagamit to para ma-terminate yung loop na nasa loob ng isang loop. Tapos, ito rin yung ginagamit para huminto yung isang switch statement. So, try natin i-apply yung unlabeled break statement sa isang code. So, dito, itatry natin i-apply yung unlabeled break statement. So, let's start. Gagamit ulit tayo dito ng for loop. For integer I is equal to 1, semicolon, and I is less than or equal to 10, semicolon ulit, and I plus plus, then curly braces, and system dot out dot print ln numbers plus yung variable ulit natin na I. Then if yung I natin is equal or equal to 5, then papasok ulit itong may isang condition ulit na papasok, system dot out dot print ln breaking the loop. I is equal to plus I ulit. So dito tinawag ulit natin yung variable na I, then break. So dito try nating i-run. So dito ang variable natin is ang condition natin is I is less than or equal to 10. Since meron tayong condition na dito sa if I is equal to 5, magbe-break siya. So nung yung number is nagbilang hanggang 5, nag-stop na siya. So ganun gumagana yung unlabeled break. So dito naman sa labeled break statement, if meron tayong nested loop sa ating program and gusto nating i-break yung innermost loop lang, then dito papasok si labeled break statement. Dito is terminate niya yung inner loop, then yung outer loop is tuloy-tuloy siya. So try nating gawin yung labeled break statement sa isang code. So dito is itatry natin na gawin yung labeled na break statement. So start tayo with outer loop, then gagamit ulit tayo ng for loop na statement. For integer I is equal to 1 and I is less than or equal to 3, semicolon, and I plus plus, and curly brace, system out dot print ln outer loop, then the variable of I. The next for the inner loop is for integer j is equal to 1, j is less than or equal to 3, j is plus, curly braces, system dot out dot print ln inner loop, then thus the variable of j. Then if I is equal or equal to 2, then j is equal to 2, curly brace, then system dot out dot print ln breaking the loops I, then variable I plus the variable of j then semicolon, then break outer loop. And sa labas ng ating nested loop is system.out.println program finished and semicolon. So tatry natin siyang i-run. So as you can see, sa pagitan ng outer loops is may tatlong inner loops. Then nag-break si outer loop, then nagtuloy-tuloy si inner loops. So ganon gumagana ang labeled break na statement. So dito naman sa continue statement, it skips the current execution and pinapas niya yung control sa start ng loop or ng iteration. So let's demonstrate or papakita ko sa inyo kung paano gumagana si continue. So try natin i-execute si continue statement. So first, gagamit ulit tayo ng for loops and let's count from 1 to 10 na loop. For integer I is equal to 1 and I is less than or equal to 10 semicolon, then I plus plus, then curly brace, then itatry natin skip sa add numbers or add numbers lang yung lalabas if I is divisible by 2 equals 0, then curly brace, continue, then semicolon. Then sa labas ng loop na ito is system.out.println add numbers. As tatawagin ulit natin si variable na I. Then try natin siyang i-run. So as you can see is in-skip niya yung mga even numbers. So ang lumabas is mga odd numbers lang. Then since si 10 is even numbers, which is true, hanggang 9 lang siya huminto. If sa even numbers naman is hanggang 10 yung lalabas. So ganon gumagana yung continue na statement. And doon nagtatapos ang ating video about iteration control structures. For more videos, please like, follow, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's all. Thank you.